Welcome to Caddie Quick Clips, the 2-minute guide to successful drawing and modelling with Caddie. In this exercise we're going to look how we can very quickly and easily scale objects within our drawings using the right-click context sensitive menu. So how do we go about it? Well, firstly we select the objects we want to perform the operation of scaling on. So we can do that by selecting them individually. If we select left to right, we can pick all the objects that are enclosed within a box. If we pick right to left, we get a dotted box which also selects objects which are cut by the box. We can also double click to select groups or patterns within our drawings. Having selected them, we right click and then choose scale. Now we'll notice on the command line here we get enter scaling factor 0 for dynamic. If we know what scaling factor we want, so say we choose 2, enter that, it asks us a point about which to scale, and for purposes here I'm going to choose the 0 on our scale bar. You see that the car gets twice as big. We're going to do an undo on that, and then we'll perform a similar operation, but choosing instead to accept the 0 option. This gives us the ability to dynamically scale our drawing. So it says point about which to scale, well that could be there. Dragging base, or that could be the end of the car for instance, and then we simply drag our cursor until we get to the chosen size. So you can very easily dynamically scale something to fit perfectly on your drawing. Just doing an undo on that to return us to our starting position. If there are more involved operations we wish to do, for instance doing a disproportionate scaling, then we can use the transformations and go to scale, where we could pick our object. So we could pick a pattern here, and we could choose, rather than proportional scaling, we could choose to scale it, say twice in X, once in Y, and only once in the Z. And we have also our scale original or copy and repeat options there, with a repeat number coming in the box. So pick the entity to mark its patterns. Because we've selected pattern, that can be a single click. Indicate the point about which to scale, so we'll pick the rear bumper, and we have our car disproportionately scaled 2 to 1, X to Y. And we can of course apply that to many other objects within our drawings. For more Caddie Quick Clips and information on maximising your own productivity using Caddie, go to www.caddiesoftware.com.